What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy Nick, and today we are talking about Maxwell Jacob Freeman, aka MJF. So hear me out. All right, MJF, you are up. Listen. So AEW Revolution was absolutely incredible. Revolution, they have not, I don't think AEW has ever had a miss when it came to Revolution, the pay-per-view. It's always been good. But I think this one was really, really good. Apparently it's not the best, I've been told. Yeah, no, I have selective memory, if you will say. Sometimes I choose to see and hear what I want to. Okay. And it's whatever. I don't care. But that's what I did. In my opinion, I think this was AEW, one of their best pay-per-views. But I just want to talk about, because I can go through the whole Revolution pay-per-view. Let's just say everything was great. The John Moxley stuff, they was using utensils and all that stuff that you should be cooking in the kitchen, eating your macaroni and cheese and stuff, what they was using on each other's faces. It was grotesque. It was crazy. And we loved it. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't like it, there's no way I would have picked. First of all, let me sit this down for a second. Number one, we know John Moxley is a bleeder. The boy is a bleeder. The boy brings the blade out purposely because he wants to bleed. He wants to break Ric Flair's record in bleeding. We understand that. You know what I'm saying? He has officially beat his own woman when it comes to blood. But listen, but that whole back and forth was amazing. That Daniel, that Brian Daniels, whatever, backwards, forwards, whatever, tomato. Brian Danielson, and John Moxley was actually really, really great back and forth. No, Hangman. I'm sorry, Hangman and John Moxley was a great back and forth. They both was bleeding, whatever. Daniel Bryan, he fought MJF, and a lot of people thought MJF wasn't going to be able to stick in there with Brian Danielson, including myself, you know what I'm saying? But I had to see it for myself, and he actually did a good job. So it was like, okay, whatever. But let's just jump straight into what we wanted to talk about. And that's him going to the audience and actually throwing a drink on a kid. Okay? Here's the funny thing. So when he was in the audience, he took the mother, a black woman, first of all, let's just point that out, because immediately, first and foremost, them drinks cost what, $20 goddamn dollars? I would have had a firm grip on my drink. You won't be taking that. You won't be taking that. Give me that back. You know what I'm saying? This is not a little, water that you just gonna throw, and even that is probably $5. No, you're not gonna take this. Apparently, that was tequila that he threw on his little boy. In my personal opinion, I think that was just all planned. Only reason why I thought that is because the little boy was wearing a hood. Nobody else was. He was. I don't think it was cold in there, but he was wearing a hood. I don't know if his hair wasn't cut. I don't know what was really up, but he was wearing a hood, looking like he was prepared for something to get thrown on him. But the mother, and people were pointing out the mother kind of did a bad job with the acting and stuff like that. No, she looked like somebody who was cool with giving him the drink, but didn't know where he was going with the drink. He threw the drink in the kid's face. That stuff was tequila. Now, we all thought it was just, planned, but apparently it wasn't. And I'm telling you right now, if there was any time in life that I would have been acting, it would have been that. You would have seen me act like my eyeballs. It'd have been straight Stevie Wonder. I can't see nothing. What you talking about? I can't see nothing. I'm hurt. Everything burning. My blood is burning. Like, everything would have been hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because of that situation, I would have took them up top. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been dropping down in viewership. You'd have been dropping down in money as well. Tony Khan come up off that money. You know what I'm saying? MJF, you apparently are rich. You got all this money, as you boast and brag about. So you will definitely, be paying me. But here's the reality. That moment could have changed that kid's life. If you told me the Undertaker punched me in the face or slapped me, yeah, I would have sued him. I don't care who you are, but it would have been an honor. Because in the future, I can say that I got slapped by the Undertaker. MJF is a star, but you didn't get... Here's my thing. MJF is phenomenal. Let's just keep it 100. But he ain't John Cena. Wait, what I mean by this is he's not like that star. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that box office star power John Cena has. He's not that level of a, he's an AEW. You know what I'm saying? He's not a WWE guy yet. You can sell out tickets at AEW. I don't think you can at WrestleMania. John Cena can do that. When people say, you know, if I was a kid, I would love to get slapped by MJ. He ain't Stone Cold. He ain't The Rock. He ain't The Undertaker. He ain't even our governor, Glenn. Well, who was it? Well, not my governor, but Glenn Jacobs. Kane. He ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be different. You know what I'm saying? But MJF is just like, okay, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But apparently backstage, a bunch of people, Tony Khan said that he told MJF at the media scrum, you know what I'm saying? He was like, we had a talk about that. And I told him, no, you didn't. You and your dry bang. Every time your bang is dry, I know you ain't said nothing to nobody. You ain't made a complaint to nobody. Every time your bang is dusty, like when you come out and it's just an afro, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, moisturizer or nothing in that bang. Like, I know you ain't talked to nobody. Like, you ain't said a single thing, Tony Khan, so stop playing. You don't have the balls to do that. You don't have the balls to do that. You don't talk. MJF is your biggest star in AEW. You ain't about to sit here because you let CM Punk do all this stuff on the media scrum. You wasn't about to check MJF. MJF still came up there and then cut that little CM Punk look-alike media scrum thing that he did. But MJF was just more in character. And I just think MJF, I think everything was handled the way it was supposed to be handled. I think that they took the kid backstage, gave him some acclaim stuff. But why didn't MJF go up and apologize? Why didn't MJF take care of the kid? Like, you can't be are you a heel backstage? Like, when you're about to use the bathroom? Like at some point, you got to get out of character. So that's where I'm a little bit confused. Why he got an acclaimed phone finger. Maybe he asked for it. I don't know. Apparently, no real damage was done. That was tequila. So that lady should be more mad that her damn drink got thrown at her own child and how expensive it was. But at the same time, her kid is forever going to have that. Period. Her kid is going to forever have that. Which is dope. And that's a great experience to have. And you can talk about that to your friends. When you go to school, your friends either going to laugh at you or your friends going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened to you. Let me get your autograph. Do you have Tony Khan's number? Whatever the case is, that somehow changed, I think, that kid's life. But MJF, I just got to say to you before we leave here, you are already one of the best heels. You do not have to do all this extra stuff, bro. You are so extra to be a heel. Look at Logan Paul. Look at Dominic Mysterio. Shout out to the Dominics. Look at Dominic Mysterio. They don't have to do nothing but open their mouth to get heat. But for whatever reason, you think that you have to take it to the extreme so you can be an ultimate heel. Those two are heels without doing all that extra stuff. Roman Reigns is a heel. He made a little girl cry without even doing anything. He said, this is just your daddy. You know what I'm saying? You just got to watch your dad get beat up. It was just, he just got a lot of heat. You know what I'm saying? You do these extra antics to enhance your heel ability, and I don't think that you need to do that. You're naturally a gifted heel. Stop doing all this extra stuff, dude. Like, seriously. Thank y'all so much for watching, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Till next video.
You don't know shit!